Trevor was really comprehensive. What were your thoughts on it from a general perspective?
Yeah, look, New Zealand, a tough, hard contest all the way through. We got out to a bit of a break, and then they fought back that second quarter. Shot extremely well from the three at half time. So I thought I was really happy with how we responded in the second half. Our guys really stepped up and played, Wildcats basketball. That's how we get better, going against that opposition.
Like I said, next year obviously had a big game both from a facilitating point of view and from a scoring point of view. What did you like about the way he attacked that first half specifically?
I just had the right mindset coming in. He was, open last time I think against him, but probably didn't look for his shot. And the start of the first quarter, he set the tempo for us. He was really aggressive. Obviously scored a lot of points in the first quarter, and then they started trapping, and then he goes to the facilitator to get 10 dimes on the second game and no turnovers. So, the coach is pretty happy when you do that.
You look pretty tuned in early, Bryce. Like, to start a game with that sort of first quarter, how good does that feel to get you into the entire match?
It definitely feels great. Setting the tone, not only for the team, but for myself, just trying to, take what the defense gives me and just, playing basketball without thinking too much and trusting my instincts.
Did you hurt your wrist or your thumb or something like that at one stage? You went down pretty hard and reached for something. What happened there?
Yeah, just, fell a little hard, but just a little knock, but I'm all right. Stung for about 5-10 seconds.
And it's funny, like, we've all looked at your games recently and gone, you're not in the same sort of Bryce as what we've seen in the past a little bit, but you're still better than everyone else at the moment. And so how do you judge your own games when you're going into something like this, and how you thought your own form had been?
Just where my mentality is at. Obviously there's going to be games where your shot is falling. There's other times where, it's not, as we've seen. But I just want to make sure I continue to play my game regardless of the result. And it was a big focus for me to, not get caught up in, how the past couple games have been and just worry about, the game tonight. And that helped me out a lot.
Trevor, Will Magnay situation. Talk us through how he was yesterday when you got to see him finally. And obviously get on court tonight. When do you see his body at now that you've had a good chance to look at him?
Yeah, we'll probably look. He's been locked up in a room for 14 days, so he hasn't got his legs underneath him. So, yeah, it was good to get a couple of blowout yesterday and worked him out just after shoot around before the game, just to get a blow. We decided not to play him just because he's, hasn't had any traction with the team and physically he wanted to play, but his body's not there yet. So we'll build him up this week and anticipate that he'll play on Thursday.
Do you have to be really careful with him? Is he vulnerable because of the 2 weeks in quarantine of hitting something really, really easily?
Oh, it's just he hasn't got his legs, I think the quarantine throws up a curveball for anybody. If you can't sit in the room for 2 weeks and then come out and play the elite level, we have a duty of care for him, so we wanted to get him to tick off, suit up for the game. So that's one of the games he's qualified for, and now we'll build him up over the next month. It won't be straight away on Thursday. We've got a good month to the end of the season, and hopefully we can build him up and peak him by the time the finals come around.
So obviously you lose Bairstow out of the roster rotation when he's in, and you went back to Travers. What was the thought process when you had to make that decision about who goes in that starting five?
Yeah, no, it was really good. We got a lot of faith in Luke. Obviously started early in the year, and he keeps on improving. His defense is improving. Obviously his athleticism, ball handling. So I was really happy with his game today of playing a great role for us. And still keep Jesse coming off the bench.
How does Bairstow take it all when he's been so good this year and now he can't play?
Yeah, no, he's been great. It's something that we talked about day one when he came over here to trial. So he's been absolutely excellent. He worked out today, working hard, and he'll stay in shape, and we'll see how we go.
So it's fair to say that he's played the whole year knowing that if this sort of thing could happen, and he just had to make the most of every opportunity because if someone else came in, he had to be the person to go out.
Yeah, well, the goalpost kind of changed. Back then when we signed JB, it was under the assumption Bryce's citizenship had come through and we get another import. So, you have those hard conversations up front, and this is what it is, and do you want to accept it? And Jared's been absolutely brilliant. He's blown my expectations away of being a guy that'd be number 10 to finish up starting for us. And he's just got a great work ethic, great teammate to be around, and he's good for the team.
Bryce, from what you've seen of Magnay, obviously as an opponent, now what you've seen of him one day at training, how much are you looking forward to seeing him in the squad next year for some minutes in the next couple of games?
Oh, yeah, it's very exciting. Obviously, I know Magnay's a hell of a player. He definitely left a lasting impact or impression on me for sure when we last played against each other. But, to have him on our side, it's going to be, I think, great for us, and I think he should fit in to our just style of play just fine.
Anyone else, Wade?
Let's the final call for questions, guys.
Yeah, Trevor, over the last month, you played the Breakers twice, and they've beaten you twice over the last month. They've been a tough team for you. I believe the only team you didn't have a winning record against. To get that win tonight, what does this mean for coming down the stretch of the season that you have been challenged by the Breakers and had to make adjustments and had to stand up and get this win? What do you think that's going to mean for you and your squad coming down the stretch after being pushed like that by this roster?
Yeah, look, first can I say what an outstanding job New Zealand have done, from being in Australia all year to playing at home in Tassie and to play at that level, even with, Corey was out and their import Randolph was out, and these guys are playing hard. I hope Abercrombie's okay with his hamstring, but I got nothing but the utmost respect for how they've carried themselves this year and how they've played. And we knew it was going to be tough. We've had a long history of New Zealand. It doesn't matter where we are on the ladder, they're always come ready to play. And, I was happy our guys stood up.